Lane Kiffin spending some time in T-Town yesterday, at least if we are to believe his Twitter account. Took several pictures that he posted on Twitter while in Tuscaloosa. Man, what a weird time we're in. That a head coach of a team can openly recruit a player off another team in college football within his own division. But that's where we are. Once guys are in the transfer portal, you don't have to be secretive about it at all. Some still choose to, right? It leaked out. They're kind of recruiting this guy, kind of recruiting guy. It's like Lane Kiffin knows that's going to happen, and so he just puts it out there, which is an interesting strategy. What do you guys make of this?
I don't feel bad for Alabama, first of all.
No. I mean, this is just
Kiffin. No, hold on. That's two different conversations. No, I don't feel bad for Alabama. I mean, what do you make of the head coach being so just openly public about, I'm in Tuscaloosa, here I am, the king's gone, I'm coming after your dudes.
But this is Kiffin, right? This is just what he does. I mean, I haven't, they're not seeing a lot of other coaches doing it. This is just what Lane Kiffin does. This is what he likes to do. He's got some Twitter troll in him, which is fine. You can do that when you win 11 games in a year. You got that kind of credit built up in the bank that no one's going to go like, what's wrong with this guy? So, I don't see him stopping doing it anytime soon. So, he knows the portal. He works the portal better than just about anybody in college football. There are a ton of talented players in the portal, and more probably getting in there every day, especially from Alabama. And he's going to get some of them. He's going to at least make a big attempt to get some of those guys because they can help him win games next year.
You know what this tells me? There's blood in the water. That's what this tells me. And not just from Lane Kiffin. And unfortunately, it gets brought up on the text line all the time that the year Nick Saban leaves, Alabama's not on either Ole Miss or State schedule. Just happened to work out that way.
Yeah.
But even the good to great programs in the SEC saw Alabama on their schedule and thought, man, got to go to Tuscaloosa. Got to play Saban. Is there anybody, sans Vanderbilt, that looks at Alabama, this, even as great as Kalen DeBoer is as a coach, and he's great, and he's going to get players, he will. Is there a single coach in the SEC that looks at their schedule in 2024 and sees Alabama and has that same feeling or anything close to it?
It's different than it has been.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a talented football team. They're still probably more talented, even with the guys they've lost, than most teams in the SEC. But at the same time, the aura of invincibility is gone because that came from Saban.
Yep. I mean, look at how Lane Kiffin coached against Alabama versus anybody else. To keep this example local, you can lose games before you step on the field. Mike Leach, the late Mike Leach, rest his soul, talked about it. Talked about how his team lost to the uniform. They saw Alabama, Nick Saban's Alabama, and already lost before the game kicked off.
But you know what? I don't think Ole Miss was intimidated against Alabama. I think deep down Lane Kiffin wanted so badly to beat Nick Saban because of the respect that he had for him primarily. But I think probably what he wouldn't want to admit is that there was some intimidation there.
He coached differently.
Now that said, I thought Ole Miss was intimidated as a football team at Georgia.
Yeah. They weren't ready for that. By no fault of their own. It's just...
Yeah. But so which was your favorite Kiffin post? Was it the statue with the icicles hanging off of it where he did the heart goat emojis?
That's the best one. The telling everybody exactly why he's there. That is exactly why he's there, because that guy's no more. It's the Tiger Woods effect. Tiger Woods' presence on a leaderboard caused people to play worse around him. Tiger Woods isn't on the leaderboard anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Good example. No doubt.
But the brazenness is very perfectly Kiffin. It is.
To your other point about feeling sorry, I mean, I'm sure you guys talked about this yesterday. And I'm going to be honest. There's this idea floating around there that now that Alabama has been affected by the craziness of the transfer portal, now something's going to get done. Now, you know what I say? I say don't do a thing to the transfer portal. Leave it just like it is. Just leave it. If you got enough money, if you raise enough money, you can buy a roster that's good enough to win big. How committed are you? Go do it. Because it's the greatest equalizer in college football of the last, what? It's the greatest equalizer in college football since scholarship limits were put in place.
Yeah.
That's what the transfer portal is. It has allowed teams who did not live in the same neighborhood as Alabama to move into the neighborhood and park Cousin Eddie's RV right in front of the house and say, if you don't like it, do something about it. I realize I just mixed like a bunch of analogies together for, I don't even know why, but the point is, I'm here and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't leak to the NCAA. You can't have the NCAA do your dirty work to make sure only certain teams are allowed to do things under the table and get away with it. You can't use your network of influence or your network of boosters to pay when nobody else can. It's just all out there. How committed are you?